Yo, 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 what up, people? It's your boy, Cartel here with Beast Do Beast Things podcast, okay? Beast Do Beast Things podcast, okay? Well, I'm just gonna I don't know where I'm going with this, to be honest with you. This is the first podcast I'm gonna do. It's going to involve health, nutrition, everything. It's just a way for me to give my 2 cents to everybody. I feel like I got a lot to say, and this is a great way for me to reach out to more people, and it's a different way. It's a different way for people to understand me, to articulate my words better, because I know that's what I'm gonna do on here. Go down in detail, why I believe this over that. So I don't know where this is gonna go, but I'm gonna take it a few different ways. You probably hear that train in the background. Right now I'm currently at the War Room in Grand Prairie, Texas. So we're right next to a railroad, a couple of them. So yeah. I just want to get on here. This is the first one. This is my first podcast. I honestly didn't think I was going to do one, but now the more and more I thought about it, the more and more I checked online, I was like, you know what? This is it. This is something I need to do. This is something I need to check off my boxes as far as being a trainer. And I think this is do very well for me. Right? I think it'd be very well for everybody, but I think it'd be particularly very well for me, in my marketing, for sure. I had no script for today's podcast. I wanted it to be just whatever came to my mind. That's how I wanted the first one to be, and then grow from this podcast and the next podcast and in the next 5, the next 50, in the next 500 podcasts, right? So I'm definitely going to do a lot more of these. I have a lot to say, and I'm going to get a lot of people following me and wanting to hear what I have to say, because it's going to be it's amazing, right? What else? If you're doing anything right now, I want you to stop, subscribe, and like this channel right now. Before you forget, before something comes up, subscribe and like this channel right now. Okay? Subscribe and like this channel right now. Alright? But yeah, back to the podcast. This podcast is going to not only give you guys health information and stuff like that as far as fitness, because that's definitely going to be a huge part of my podcast, talking about fitness and longevity and just, saying do's and don'ts, stuff like that. But it's also going to be very motivational. It's going to be very motivational. Try to inspire as many as I can, reach out to as many people as I can. And I want to see where this podcast takes me. I don't know what type of niche exact, like I do and I don't. So we're gonna start off. We're gonna just talk about everything that I feel like talking about. Starting off, right? Whether that's fitness, whether that's movies, whether that's TV shows, whether that's I seen the second thing, the most thing, the top, one of the top 2 things to talk about was politics. I don't care for politics, so probably not politics. But yeah, a lot of things people just don't understand. They don't understand. They don't get certain things, right? So I think this is a great way for me to explain why I think that, why I do this, and why I do it that way, right? I don't know. By the way, I don't know how long this podcast is going. It's going to be probably 5 minutes. Could be 10 minutes. Could be 20 minutes. Could be 30 minutes. I've been wanting to do this for a while. And it's like a perfect spot, a perfect time. Get this out the way. Yeah. But yeah, motivate, inspire. That's the goal of this podcast. That's what's going to happen. And I'm going to push for this podcast to definitely get as far as I can with it. I think this is something very nice to have and get in a routine of having, because I can do this when I'm 80. I can talk when I'm 80. I can talk when I'm 80. I can talk to other people when I'm 80. They can talk on their phone. I can record them if I want to. I can bring. This is something. It don't take a lot of activity to do this. You know what I'm saying? And I can build off this. And I'm excited for the opportunity that this podcast is going to bring me. I'm turned. As I go, I'm going to learn new things. I'm going to get better at this. Right, Mr. Beast. If you don't know who Mr. Beast is, he's just huge, right? And one of his advice, or one of his things he said was, just get 1% better at a video every time. 1% better. And then by the time you get to the 100th video, then you can start, you know what I'm saying, maybe this ain't working, stuff like that. But he said 1% better. And I'm like, I've been doing this for a while, so I mean, like, I'm definitely going to take that route. But I'm excited for, like, what's my 1% better in 100 days if I get 1% better every day. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. But yeah, we're going to go over everything I feel I can personally go over, right? I'm not going to talk about things I don't know a lot about. You know what I'm saying? And if I do, you know what I'm saying, it ain't gonna be one of those type of statements where it's clear cut. This is how it is. I don't care that. No, I mean, if I don't understand it, probably won't talk about it. If I do, I will. All right, it's my podcast. I do what I want on my podcast. Okay. But again, I'm excited. This is gonna be some fun stuff for sure. What else? Again, I don't know how long this is going to be. I said, I have no idea. I'm just going to you know what I'm saying, just say whatever comes to mind. I didn't really have no script. I just wanted to make sure I made that first podcast video. I'm excited. It's gonna be turned. You know what I'm saying? Cause sometimes I do things I don't even plan on doing. God gives me things and I'm like, that's what you wanted me to do. And for some reason, I don't know why, but God told me to make a podcast. And months ago, I was like, why the hell would I make a podcast? I don't have no interest. But for some reason, He wants my voice to be heard. You know what I'm saying? I got an interest in it. You know what I'm saying? And I believe in it. I believe in those. Like, I really go off of, like, I feel like I get pushed. I'm getting pushed in my path. I'm being guided in a certain way, and I ain't fighting it. I'm going to let it happen. Because I know what I got planned. I got some big stuff planned. Man. I don't want to give all the juice right now, but yeah, exciting stuff. Had to get this one set and done. I'm glad I ain't mess it up, because I plan on doing a lot of these. I don't know exactly how frequent I'm going to be with these. Once a week, all right? Maybe twice a week. Monday, Friday? No? Okay. Monday, Friday. I'm thinking maybe even I'm gonna post. I try to post daily. But as far as doing the podcast, it's not really hard. Like, I can do this podcast. I'm not connected to the wall or anything. I can do this podcast in my car. I can do this podcast at the park. I can do this podcast on vacation. I could do this podcast on vacation just like this. Perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? That's why this is so nice. This ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Especially a person like me, I didn't do a lot of talking growing up, right? I was more about action. What Beast Mode say. Action, boss. I was more about action. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like football. Definitely want to get my input on football. Because I know, you know what I'm saying? Me and football that was a gift. That was a gift. And I get into that later, you know what I'm saying? I have a thing I plan on doing with that. I'm saying doing a nice like review over my college highlights. I got a plan for that, you know what I'm saying? Review meaning like I do a not a response, but yeah, like a review, like, you know what I'm saying? I have you guys watch my highlights with me, and I go through the highlight of my college career. High school, it looked a little grainy. High school quality, but I think the college, I think a lot of people would like to see that in my eyes, or hear my voice about it, and see my highlights. You know what I'm saying? Because that's probably one of the best things I've ever done as far as gift wise, having a gift. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people never understood don't know what having a gift even feels like. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy and it's not crazy because, and I call it a gift and not just, well, maybe you're just kind of good at it. No, I called it a gift because it was just, I worked at it, I was good at it, and I worked hard at it, right? So I put the work in and I was good at it. So it was just like, you know what I'm saying? Most games, I just felt like I'm just playing around. Horsing around. But yeah, I get into that. I want to I make a video and a couple of reels about that possibly. Yeah, I'm gonna make videos. I'm gonna make reels. And try to split them up. See where this thing is gonna go. But I definitely wanted to make sure I did the first podcast here in the war room. Right? See, I can see the background here in the war room, right? Not the first gym that I trained at. Probably, like, and when I mean train, I mean like majority training of my career. I would say this is not the first one, but definitely I've trained here more times than any other gym for sure. Pretty much got everything in here. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. Yeah. What else? Yeah. News about that coming as well, right? The gym. A lot of things planned. I know I got some things that's gonna be coming up that I only got planned. They're gonna pop up. And I'm excited for those too, right? I'm excited for a lot of different things, but I'm definitely excited for this podcast. So again, if you haven't subscribed and liked this channel, do so right now. Moment in silence until you do that. I'll wait. Okay. Again, I do a lot. I do one-on-one training. I do partner training. I do small group training. I do large group training. I'm serious. I do it all. I do step aerobics, right? That's really fun. Do two different kind of classes. I do a more of a co-ed class that's more of a co-ed class that's just step aerobics called Extreme Step, and then I got a glute class that's called Extreme Glutes, right? it got my heart rate up one time to like, I want to say 200 something. I want to say it's like 203. I know that's like, that don't make no sense. You could have been, you'd have been dead. You're lying. I'm pretty sure my watch said 203. Maybe it's 193. Oh yeah, maybe that was it, Cartel. No, I think it was 203. Anyways, like I didn't even work out today yet. And look, I didn't even work out today. I'm excited. I'm talking about tips and tricks and you know what I'm saying, cheats, all that stuff in the weight room, because I am a professional in the weight room. Okay, I'm a professional strength and conditioning coach, but I do a lot. Right, I do a lot. I got a boxing class. Again, let me keep going. Right, I said one-on-one, private, small group, big group, extreme step, extreme glutes. Right, then we got boxing. We have online training as well. Okay, I've done online training. I started doing online training when COVID hit. Right, that was a big thing because I'm doing Camp Gladiator, which is a big group. Right, if you know what Camp Gladiator is, I did that about 4 years. Right. But yeah, I've been training a lot. I've been training a lot. I've been training the whole time I've been in Texas. The whole time I've been in Texas, I've been a trainer. A couple other different things. We'll get into that again. We ain't spilling the juice all on the first one. All right, we're gonna keep it slight. I don't want to forget anything. I don't want to talk about too much either. Right? What else? Yeah, I'm gonna start posting a lot more. You guys are gonna see a lot more of my workouts. I'm gonna go different gyms. Right? I got a lot of different things planned out. A lot of different gyms, a lot of different background setups. Again, podcast is gonna be coming in. You know what I'm saying? These things, I know I got some things planned, but I already know God is gonna take them to another level. And it's gonna be like, man, I was here. I can't believe I was here on October 6th. What? October 6th? This is my first podcast, and just months ago, we was just talking. What? That's crazy. That's what it's going to be. I know it. All right. I know I had to get this first one out the way, though. Because I know if I could just make this a good first podcast episode, right, and then get better by 1%. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. That's what I want. Okay, and then with this podcast, I want to be left here. If something, God forbid, nothing, Lord Jesus, be with me. Name, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Lord, just be with me. Nothing happened. Knock on wood, Lord Jesus. Knock on wood. Lord forbid nothing else happened to me. I want my voice, I want me to be left here somehow, some way. This is the best way, right? And then, again, I got plans for that, right? As far as AI goes, right? And then recording your voice and then then they putting your voice into a fitness program where now Cartel is always going to be your trainer no matter what. Whether it's 100 years from now, 150 years from now. And he was like, well, why would I want to train with you 150 years? I'm going to do some different things on training, okay? I'm going to do some great things on training. Let me be clear about that. So, I got great things planned, but I know I'm going to do even better than that. So, I'm excited for that. This is going to be really nice. This is going to be really good. As far as this podcast go, podcasts are big right now. They're big. And that's another reason why I wanted to do a podcast, because this is something that they're big. They're big right now. Right? They're hot. They're the hot thing right now. And understandable, because I could do this if I'm snowed in. Right? If I'm snowed in my house in the snow somewhere, right? I could do a podcast. I'm assuming you got Wi-Fi, right? Even if you don't got Wi-Fi, just use your phone, right? Just to be honest, this is my phone that I'm using right now. And as we go, we get better cameras, etc., stuff like that. But yeah, this podcast is going to be very helpful for me to reach out to more people, right? To grow my community, because I feel like everyone has a huge following. Like, for example, Taylor Swift. A lot of people follow Taylor Swift. And I believe a lot of people could have a following like Taylor Swift if they was able to reach out to enough people, right? Again, you got to reach out to enough people to even have a following like that. And then what do you have? Got to have some type of gift or talent, okay, that you can give those people and then keep them coming back, etc. Like she got music, right? So stuff like that, something that you got that some people can keep using over and over, keep listening to over and over, etc. Stuff like that. Everyone has that, and I will find mine. I will find my community, my following that's gonna follow me. That way I can, reach my people if they're in Africa, right? If I can reach my people that's in California, Utah, Colorado, Hawaii, China, I don't know, wherever. Yeah, my goal is to have some type. I know it's gonna have. I know I want to have a good reach, but I want to have an amazing reach. Okay, I want to reach a lot of people with this podcast, and I'm gonna do it. I know it, right? And yeah, it's just like this is not something I've never been a talker, so this is huge. But I love it because the setup is it's a simple thing to get to really put what's in your head out and make it very clear, right? Such like a book would be a good example of that. But yeah, when people can see you and hear you, that's a different type of story that you're telling right there. That you're trying to keep people engaged for. That's a different type of story. All right. What else? Yeah. Can't think of nothing else right now. Again, like I said, I ain't know how long this is gonna be. Short, long. I'll make sure it's good though. Want to make sure it's good. Well, yeah, I don't know how many are we posting weekly? Hopefully multiple, right? Saying multiple different things. This is easy. I can do this daily. I feel like I could do this daily. Why not? Why can't I do this daily? I could do this daily. I feel good about that, for sure. I have no problem with that. I can do this anywhere. Okay. What else? Like my mic. Ain't nobody got a mic like this. I'm not even gonna tell you what kind of mic it is because I don't want all y'all trying to copy my flow. Alright? You know what I'm saying? I know it's nice. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want no boring mic, so I got something to keep your attention a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Give it a little color. But yeah, this is gonna be exciting. I'm excited for this podcast. Make sure you comment, you like all the podcasts. Help me out. I don't know where I'm gonna take this. I don't know if I'm gonna just have like what type of guests I'm gonna have on, what type of people I'm going to interview. If I'm going to interview, I never thought about it, right? Or I might just do my solo thing. All right, I just talk, give you guys some tips, tricks, and opinions on a couple things, and keep it rolling, keep it moving. All right. What else? Kind of hungry, so that's not important, but it is to me. What else? Yeah. Again, watch all the videos, watch all the reels, cause so I got some good stuff planned, for sure. This is gonna be good. I got a lot more to go over. I'm just not going to spill it all on the first episode 1. I can't spill the beans on episode 1. All right, I got you though. All right, we're gonna make this a great podcast. Yeah, I plan on. I understand. I don't have no boundaries right now. Just entertainment, music. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, fitness, well-being. I'm gonna go over it all. I think I'm gonna go over what I feel needs to be going over. Okay, and yeah, we're gonna go from there. It's gonna be fun. I like this. This is gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. I want y'all to remember this first podcast, right? I wonder, and my goal is, I wonder how many I can get before December. Then I can get 100 podcasts before 100 podcasts before January. That'd be crazy. 100 podcasts before January. I think there's like 91 days left. 91. Okay, maybe I could be wrong, but you know what I'm saying. Right now it's October 6th, so yeah. I want to say 100. If I get more, I get more, right? And reels as well. Right? I can get a lot of reels out of this post. So, yeah, let's get it. We're gonna have a good time. If you have any questions, make sure you ask them in the comments, right? We're gonna try to go over a lot of different things. This podcast is gonna be lit. And how many times I gotta say that? How many times I gotta say this podcast is gonna be lit? But yeah, let's get to it. Let's be great. And I'll see you when I see you. Peace. We out.